Hey Techno Studs, in this video we're going to cover the standard access control list commands again, except for this time we're going to see what the differences are with a named access control list rather than a numbered access control list. Similar to my last video, we are on this demo laptop and I'm pinging this switch over here, but I'm pinging it with three different IP addresses. 10.1.10.34, .35, and .244. We're going to block one of those, which is going to be the .35, or it's actually blocking a range. So just like my last video, except for this time, we're going to use a named access control list. So let's jump on to our router 3, which is closer to the destination. Remember, standard access list has to be closer to the destination. And we're going to be configuring the interface S000. Before I configure the interface, I have to set up the access list. So let's jump on here. I'm going to start out in the global configuration mode. I'm going to do an IP access dash list. So this one of the differences is it starts with an IP access dash list. And then I'm going to specify that this is standard. Now with the other video that I went over, the numbered access list, we didn't have to specify this. It knew that it was going to be a standard access list because of the number. We used number 42. 42 falls in the range of 1 to 99. And 1 to 99 are always standard access lists. Since we are naming this, we don't have that number, and so we have to specify whether this is going to be a standard or an extended. So we specify it's standard and then we give it a name. So I'm going to just put in myACL, and this is our test ACL. Now notice that now I'm in the editing mode for this ACL. So I can start putting in my commands right here. One of those commands is a remark, so I can type in remark, and I like to then specify what's the next command going to do. And the next command is going to allow access to demo laptop. So we'll hit enter, and then we're going to permit the host, so just this one IP address. So as you can see that the commands are just the same, except for with a numbered access list, each one of these we'd have to include the access dash list and then the number. Remember, one of the reasons why we do a named access list is because this name could actually represent what this access list is trying to do. So I just gave it a name of myACL, but it could be more representative of what it's trying to accomplish. Okay, as you can see, what I'm doing is I have permitted the host 10.1.10.34, which is this window right here. I have denied the whole range from 32 through 47. So both the .34 and the .35 fall into the range, but the .34 is going to hit this permit statement first. All right, and then finally, I'm going to end it with a permit any to allow all other traffic because I want to make sure that all other traffic can get to here. So there we have it. We can now exit out of this. And next what I'm going to do is get into the interface. So interface S000. And then the command for this one hasn't changed. So IP access group myACL in. I will paste that onto there and hit enter. And as soon as I do, instantly, we now have the .35 is blocked. So there you have it. Then all the same commands as we saw before in my last video still apply. So show access dash lists, and I do need an extra S in there. So there we have it. You can see the matches on here. We can do the clear, and we can clear this out. I can do the show run, and then pipe section access dash list and see what the commands are. And this is the running config showing the different parts of that access list. And I can also do a show IP interface S000 and include just the access list. So access list. And there we have the access list. Now notice that I did put a space in here rather than the dash, and that's because of how it shows up within the output of this. So, but we see that myACL is set on the inbound of that interface. So there you have it. There is a named standard access control list.